Right now, catch me if you can. Never really
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and... Here's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Second down, back to Sanders. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He's got Smith here, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hurts fumbles it, and the Raiders pick it up. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 24, Hurts dancing to his left. And once again, this is Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Hurts. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Cleveland Farrell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now Carr. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Carr going to throw. And that is caught. It's Rhodes. Touchdown, Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Koo to kick it off. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second and 7. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Sanders. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And Sanders has it poked free, and the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 97 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down. They'll run with Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Scott, his first carry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Eagles are now set up with a 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. Sanders. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Sanders again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run with Sanders. And looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for runs. And this one is incomplete. fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run with Sanders. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 30. 153 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run the option. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to look to throw. This is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, Evans looking for space. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll run for it with Evans. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's